If you retire early and someone tells you to start Roth converting immediately, the good news is you probably have options. The bad news is rushing into Roth conversions during the wrong window can cost you more in taxes than you ever needed to pay. And for early retirees especially, the advice to convert as soon as possible is not always the smartest move. So today I want to walk you through when early retirees should slow down before doing Roth conversions, what actually matters in the decision making, and how to think about it strategically, not emotionally. Welcome back, guys. If this is your first time here, my name is John Boyd. I'm a certified financial planner and founder of MDRN Wealth. If you need help building out a retirement tax strategy that actually fits your situation, go ahead and scan the QR code or click the link in the description below for a free assessment. All right, guys, so let's dive into it. The first reason many early retirees should not rush into Roth conversions is because their income is still high right now. Just because you are planning to retire early does not mean your income is low yet. Maybe you're still working part-time. Maybe you're in your final high-earning year. Maybe you're selling a business, exercising stock, receiving deferred comp, whatever it may be. While you are converting, sitting, let's say, at the 24 or 32% tax bracket, you're voluntarily locking in that rate. And here's the issue. Roth conversions are a tax rate decision. If you expect your tax bracket to drop significantly once earned income stops, waiting a year or two can dramatically improve the math. The goal is not to convert early. The goal is to convert at the right rate. The second reason is your tax deferred savings may not be large enough to create a future tax problem. Not every pre-tax account is a tax bomb. If you have roughly $500,000 or less in tax deferred savings, your future RMDs may not be large enough to push you into a much higher tax bracket. For example, a 76-year-old with an RMD in 2026 who had $500,000 in pre-tax retirement assets in their account last year would have an RMD of only around $21,000. A $21,000 RMD plus your Social Security is not likely going to push you into a higher tax bracket, and that RMD is actually probably going to supplement your living quite nicely. Now, this does not mean you should never convert. It just means aggressive Roth conversions may not be necessary. The third reason is you may already be reducing pre-tax assets strategically without conversions. Many early retirees delay Social Security and live off their IRA in the meantime. And that can actually be the most optimal move. If you are drawing down pre-tax assets during lower income years, you're already shrinking your future RMD base and potentially lowering taxes in the future. In many cases, withdrawals are doing the same job people think conversions are doing. Sometimes withdrawals, not conversions, are the right tool, especially if you actually need the income to live on. The fourth reason is you don't have outside funds to pay the tax. Roth conversions are most powerful when you can pay the tax from taxable savings, not from the IRA itself. If you are 100% pre-tax and you have to withhold taxes from the conversion, less money ultimately lands in your Roth. You shrink that tax-free compounding base. And if you're under 59.5, you may even trigger penalties depending on how the withholding is handled. Converting without cash to pay tax can weaken the strategy significantly. The fifth reason is the break-even period may be too long for your specific situation. Even with Roth conversions are beneficial, the payoff can sometimes take 20 years, sometimes over 25 years plus. If you have a shorter life expectancy, no strong legacy goals, or a conservative investment outlook, you may not live long enough to see the full benefit. Conversions front load taxes today in exchange for savings later. If later is too far out relative to your planning time horizon, the math may not justify it. So what's the takeaway? This is not an argument against Roth conversions. It's an argument against rushing into them. For many early retirees, the most powerful conversion window is often after earned income drops, before Social Security starts, and before RMDs begin. That gap period is where real tax planning happens. Not during your peak earning years, not during you having a large income event. It's during those types of windows. When I help someone evaluate Roth conversions, I usually walk them through 3 questions. What bracket are we in today versus realistically later on? Do we have outside funds to pay the tax efficiently? And how long does the break-even period need to be? And does that fit your goals and life expectancy? The rules tell you what's allowed. Planning tells you what's optimal. If you need help building out a Roth conversion strategy that's aligned with your retirement timeline, scan the QR code on your screen or click the link below. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you next time.